it's almost over now. It's almost over now.
Yeah, see, I see you growing your little.
Yeah.
You got the grades coming in. I
Yeah.
got mine. I ain't got no grades, but I ain't got as much grades as yours. But
yeah, let it grow out a little bit further. The grades start showing. The grades start showing.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, the grades start showing.
Yeah, man. So now we it's the last football game.
Yeah, about to cross the threshold.
Yeah. But you know what, man? I can honestly say, like we talked about at many shows before, man, this was a good season.
It was.
When the Saints win, man, it's just something.
It's better for everybody.
You know,
it's better for everybody.
I think the birds are chirping a little louder.
Yeah.
You know, the sun is glowing a little.
The colors are bright. The grass is a little greener.
Yeah. You know, you want to wash your car. You know what I'm saying? Just everything clean and good. You know, when the Saints win, but when they lose, you know, it's just
everything turns gray.
Everything is great, man.
Everything turns gray.
But yeah. So we got it'll be a quick.
we ain't gonna be
quick recap. Not recap. We'll recap the season in a little bit, but we're gonna talk about the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
And matchups looking forward to.
Well, also too, something else I want to bring up that I think is going to be very, very interesting to the NFL.
What you got?
Let's go.
All right. Now we got the New England Patriots versus the
Philadelphia
Eagles. Which, like I said, I'm sure we said in the last show, we got as I know we got 3 Saints on the Eagles team. We got 1 Saint former Saint on the New England. We got Brandon Cooks. You know, and I think we had said who do we want to get a ring.
Right.
You know, Malcolm got his. You got P. Rob. You got Daniel Ellaby. Ellaby is not an original Saint, so we really can't really count him.
And he already got a ring with the Ravens.
Yeah, exactly. So P. Rob was I guess since we didn't use him right, I guess you could say he was a bust.
Yeah.
Because is he a starter? I don't think he's a nickel, right? He's a nickel guy, right?
And that probably might have been where he
should have been anyway, right? Yeah. You know, so so you got.
But we did draft him in the first round.
Yeah, we did. Yeah,
so he didn't pan out. Like I said, he looked lost at times. I mean, don't get me wrong. There was some times where he made some good plays, really, really good plays. I think one year did he lead the team in interception one year?
He got picked on so much, I'm surprised he did.
Yeah. So, but he's in Philadelphia. Seemed like he got his head on straight. Yeah. You know, and it's more power to him, I guess. You know.
Yeah, man. You know, so you got Cooks. You know, the trader. You know, I mean, he got traded. The trader.
Okay. I'm about to
play on words,
man.
Come on, man. Double entendre. Come on, man. But yeah, now he went. You know, he got traded. You know, for Ramchak, which I think. You know, both teams, you know, it seems like when the Saints do make trades like this, they don't never. It seemed like, I ain't going to say never, but it seemed like in the Sean Payton, Drew Brees era, they hadn't lost the trade. Well, because he went to Jimmy Graham and
they traded Akeem Hicks for somebody.
A player?
I believe so. Oh, no, they traded him for a
draft pick, right? Yeah. I mean, we don't know what that pick, we don't know what that pick was. So.
Yeah.
Can't really go.
But, I mean, look at the type of season he's having. Akeem. I mean,
he's having a good season.
He had a pretty good season. You know, when he went, because you remember we traded him to Chicago? New England? We traded him to New England? Akeem Hicks?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, the guy we got from Angina or whatever?
Yeah.
We traded him but I don't think the Patriots won Super Bowl that year either. I think the Broncos might have won it that year.
Oh, okay, all right. Then. Okay.
Yeah, it was something like that.
But still, you know, but again, he's LSU product. So he came from LSU too. Until he got suspended. But he's still, But I mean, he was doing pretty good for us. Just You know, I don't know.
Yeah, we don't know what happened. But
like I said,
as far as trade wise, especially we got the trade with Seattle, which I think is a good trade because Jimmy Graham hadn't been the same.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? And that's why I always say, you can leave, but you gonna come back. Your numbers don't never look the same, man. We can go down the list. We probably do this another show maybe next season or something. But because next week is our finale.
In the off season,
we do a finale. But I mean, you look at Lance Moore didn't do nothing with the Pittsburgh Steelers. He went to Atlanta and retired.
That's true.
Meacham, the best game he had was against us.
That's true. And
you know what I'm saying? Yeah, and you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
with the Chargers, Colston never went nowhere. Derek Henderson went to Washington. He didn't do nothing. You know what I'm saying? So now look at Jimmy.
With Stinchcomb, he left.
Stinchcomb left?
Yeah, he left. Yeah.
He came back, right?
He went to the locker room and came right back. And then he retired.
So you can look at. I mean, they have players that leave, and because if you look at it, I don't like I said, I don't have stats right in front of me. I could, smart age, smart era, phone era. But I don't think if you look at Brandon Cooks' numbers from this year and last year, I think the numbers he had last year were better.
I believe so.
You know
I don't think he hit 1,000 yards.
Right, exactly. I think he hit 1,000 yards every year with the Saints. I think he was with the Saints for 4 years.
Yeah, no, three,
something like that.
But he didn't get 1,000 yards his first.
He didn't get it. Okay, so he might have been close.
But he got hurt. He was about maybe 200 something yards away from getting 1,000 yards. He got hurt, broke his wrist, I think, or something.
Okay.
Yeah, but the next year he hit 1,000.
Yeah. I know last year he had 1,000. You know, then him and Michael Thomas had 1,000 yards.
Yeah.
I think Willie Snead got close.
I think Willie Snead got 1,000 too.
I think he had like 9 something.
900 something.
Yeah. Like I said,
he probably led the team in touchdowns though.
Nah, I think
Michael Thomas, yeah, probably so.
Yeah, like 8, 9.
Yeah, he probably.
Michael Thomas, he a beast. But you know, so like I said, you know, we got a lot of former Saints. You know, I wouldn't mind seeing Brandon Cooks, you know, get his ring, but I don't care for the Patriots. I mean, that's not a secret. You know, so you know, I don't want to see Tom Brady with 6 rings.
Even though he might get them.
Yeah. You know, because you know, you can honestly say that they'll be back next year. I mean, you know what I'm saying? So you know that they'll probably going into next season. Even when they lose, they'll probably be the odds-on favorite to win it next year.
Possibly.
You know what I'm saying? So you know, it is what it is. But you know, I wouldn't mind seeing Cooks do his thing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You know, but I don't know. But you know.
Well, I mean, man, you're gonna have Grunt, right?
Big Grunt. Your boy.
I mean, so it's gonna be interesting. Even though I'm gonna say this, I got a slim chance that Philly is gonna pull it out.
I think Philly got. I mean, you know, my thing is though, to be honest with you, I think Philly has the horses to do it.
Yeah,
but it's just that, you know, looking at the Super Bowl last year with them being with the Falcons being up 20-3, you know, with them being up 20-3, you can't relax with these dudes. You know?
Well. Again, it's like, okay, you remember when teams used to play the St. Louis Rams? They were greatest on turf. Well, until we flipped the, but
well, that was their name.
Right, that was greatest on turf. Teams were scared to play them because they would run up the scoreboard and they didn't give a damn. But you know, teams were so afraid of getting beat deep. You will forget about Marshall Faulk coming out the backfield, catching the ball out the backfield. So you're going to catch it either way. The only thing I can say, you just have to, for Philadelphia, you just have to sustain. Just sustain, and don't let the game get too big. And see, I'll go to my grave with this. Atlanta, for all intents and purposes, should have won that game, the Super Bowl. But what happened was, you couldn't get off the field on 3rd down. Then on top of that, Matt Ryan got into his own head, or the offensive coordinator, Shanahan, got into his own head, to where there was calls that at the line of scrimmage that Matt Ryan should have made, or should have been making, and he wasn't. So remember, like when he get hit and he got hit for a sack fumble, that was a crucial back-breaking play, and it seemed like the Patriots kind of forced him out of what they was doing. I mean, it's like I said again, it's halftime adjustments. So you know, but
they're the best halftime adjustment team when you were talking about.
Exactly, and again, Dante Freeman wasn't getting his touches. Shout out to Cousin Brad. Cousin Brad said they were looking at the scoreboard too much. They thought they had the game in the bag. And again, I saw it from what I saw, my vantage point from what I saw on TV. I looked at that Atlanta defense. I say them guys is gassed. They have nothing left in the tank.
Which is
that's why they couldn't stop him. That's why they couldn't stop him on that last touchdown. And that's why they couldn't stop him in overtime. And they just marched right down the field and won the game.
You know, it's just so funny that you say that because the defense is relatively young. You know, you got Deion Jones, you have Zeke. You know what I'm saying?
But again, you know, when your defense, I guess if we was to go back and look at the time of possession, it wouldn't surprise me if Atlanta beat them in time of possession.
But they made their drives count.
Right. Yeah. Exactly.
Okay. That makes sense.
And again, with the Patriots did what the Patriots do.
You know, looking at the AFC Championship game with the Jags. Jags got a good corner. They got good corners. They got great corners. But the only thing that kind of messed them up is they couldn't get to Brady. They didn't have a good pass rush. Now Philly they go about 4, 5, 6 deep As far as pass, Fletcher Cox, they got Chris Long, they got Barnett, who I wanted the Saints to draft. I'm glad they didn't because they got Lattimore. But you know, they run deep as far as pass rushers.
Who else do they have? Don't they have? Who else?
They got a couple people, man. The dude, Baldinger was running down all the pass rushers that they had. You know what I'm saying? So they got about 5. They go 5, 6 deep.
But do they have the linebackers?
That's the catch. They got that boy Kendricks, who's his brother who plays for the Vikings. They got him. I see. That's the thing too. This the linebacker play. Linebacker play. See, because like me, I talking to Pop Saturday, and he was saying that as I was asking him what he think the Saints need, he said we need another defensive end, which we said about, and he said they need another outside linebacker because if you get pressure on the quarterback, who you got in the backfield don't matter. Because I was asking him, does he think we should go after Malcolm Butler or not? He was like, well, he said it really don't matter as long as we shore up the front line, the front seven.
Right, and that's something that me, Pops, and a lot of other people agree on. You don't need a cornerback. I mean, everybody, first thing is, we need a cornerback.
You don't need a Deion Sanders.
You don't need a cornerback, but if your front seven is legit, you know, and me and my man Terry, we talked about this at length too. So I said, I can't quite say, I mean, because I read he sent me an article saying that the Saints need to get faster at linebacker, which I agree, because T.I., he's not a speed guy.
Yeah, and
Robinson is not a speed guy.
Right. But we're looking at these guys are backups too.
Yeah, but you got Anzalone and you got Klein. So again, you can probably get another speed guy, but I mean, where we picking at?
27.
Exactly.
And then it's like
right. So you know, and my whole thing is, I would like to see what Anzalone and Klein look like in the full season. Before I sit up and say we need another linebacker. Now, as far as pass rusher goes, I agree. We do need another.
Yeah, somebody want to enter can.
Right. We could, or not even another pass rusher, but another nose tackle.
Right. Yeah.
An effective one.
To take up fairly. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? To replace what Fairley did for us the year before. That freed up Cam to have the season that he had last year. So, you know, I mean, we could possibly maybe get another corner or maybe another safety. You know, I don't know what the need is. Actually, I mean, I don't know if Vaccaro was going to be back. He might, you know, just because of the play in the division game, he might.
Yeah. They need that leadership.
Right. So, you know, but Marshawn, he's solid.
Yeah.
Crowley, he's solid. You got Bro, he's going to be coming back. Yeah. If they keep him, they might trade him too. Sterling. Yeah, Sterling Moore, and the other boy, P.J. Harrison.
P.J. Williams.
I'm sorry, I said P.J. Harrison. I'm thinking about basketball 2K. I'm thinking about TK 2K. But I wonder what happened to Damian Swan.
Oh, that's a good question.
You know, I mean, he was another good solid corner that we drafted.
Did he get hurt in the preseason or something?
Concussions. You know, so I guess he maybe had to retire early. But I mean, so these are things that, you know, we talk about, we think about. You know, we question, but you know, I'm looking at the Philadelphia Eagles. Maybe Doug Peterson has something.
You know, it won't surprise me coming from the Andy Reid tree.
Yeah.
You know, he runs the ball. You got Garrett Blunt. You got Ajayi. You know, I mean, Jason. I mean, they got a good team. Yeah. You know, they got two good tight ends as far as Selleck and Ertz.
Well, they got Selleck, Ertz, and Burton.
Right.
And he's a free agent. So we might have to call him up and have a cup of coffee with him.
Why not?
I mean,
you know, I mean, you got Torrey Smith, you got Torrey Smith, you got Aguilera, and you got
not Aguilar,
Aguilar, and you got Jeffrey. So you got a good crop of receivers. I think it's like I said, man. You know, I just want personally, if I'm not rooting for neither team, I just want a good game. 27-24. I can see that. Or maybe I say maybe 35-28.
35-28.
Because I think, because you know, me and my partner at my job was talking, and they were saying, man, to beat the Patriots, you gotta score 30 points. If you gotta go, because look at what they did in Seattle. I mean, Seattle one of the best defenses at the time, and I heard somebody talking about Brady is a franchise. He's a franchise stopper. Or he's, you know, because what he did was, okay, you look at it, Brady and Manning was coming up around the same time. But Manning couldn't get his team rolling because he kept running into Tom Brady.
Well, I'm going to add a caveat to that. The big knock on Brady was that he could never win the big game, even in college. Manning. It's opposite with Brady because Brady was pretty good in college, but he got benched for Drew Henson. And when Drew Henson couldn't get the job done, Brady came in and got the job done.
Right.
So, he was on that team with Charles Woodson.
Right on. Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? He was on the team with Charles Woodson. I watched his NFL history too. Oh man, good.
Yeah.
Good. Seen a lot of myself in him. So
don't speak on that.
Yeah.
But just like the Manning, he could have won more Super Bowls.
He should have.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying, if he would have ran into Brady.
Or a good defense.
Oh yeah, right, exactly. The Seattle. Remember that was their second straight. You beat them. They never was the same after that.
Well, you know what? They beat Philadelphia. They were never the same after that. Matter of fact, that team imploded after that.
That's a good point.
Who else? Who was
the Rams.
Yeah, the Rams.
The first Super Bowl, they kind of shut them down. They wasn't the same after that either. So you gotta look at it. As much as I hate to admit it, the Patriots, man, they do their thing, man.
They do.
They do their thing.
But again, for Philadelphia, because I'm going for Philadelphia.
I'm gonna go with Philly too. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Philly.
For Philadelphia, this is where the experience comes in. You got a lot of guys outside of Blunt and Long that have really never been there before.
Right.
Well, except for Malcolm Jenkins. But they've never really been there. So it's going to take them to get the other guys in line. Okay, if you miss a play, don't worry about it. Forget it. Just go back out there and make another one. Don't get into your head. Exactly, and that's where that experience comes in.
Right.
That's when it becomes more than just a game. Because I say all the time, it's 10% physical, 90% mental. Right. So you make one play, you think, damn, I'm in the Super Bowl and I just missed this guy, just blah, blah, blah. So then you're going to start compounding. Oh, man, we're going to lose because of this. It starts compounding. Instead of just somebody, hey,
get back in the game.
Get back in the game. Yeah. Okay, he missed. Okay, he caught the ball. So what?
You gotta forget about it.
You gotta forget about it. You gotta go. Okay, on to the next play. On to the next play. On to the next play.
Yeah.
And so that's what Philadelphia has to do. P-Rob, you've never been there before, even though you've been in some big games with us, so you should have that type of experience. Aguilar, never been in no big game again, Philly, you have the tools to get it done, but do you have the mindset?
Right. You got the stone.
Exactly. Nick Foles, you're going to have to do something that's never been done.
What's been done? Remember with Hostetler?
Well, you know what? Hostetler and Manning. But you're going to have to pull, you're going to have to have a game in your life.
Yeah, you got to play like you played against the Vikings. I mean,
my advice to you is watch the first 4 games of the Kansas City Chiefs. Just watch the first 4 games. And that'll give you everything you need to know.
And the crazy thing is, the funny thing, I'm glad you said that, because Peterson probably had a lot to do with evolving that offense, because he was the offensive coordinator.
Right.
And Foles played there. Right. When he played there last year. So, 2 years ago, because he played with the Rams last year. So, you just got to have the game of your life. You got the horses there. Yeah. Just ride them, man.
Just ride
That's all they, from Mad N Caz, just ride your horses, man, and you'll be a champion. And we put them for you.
Yeah.
But you know what? I want to see. I would love to see the Eagles and the Saints on a Sunday night game next year, because we got to play them. Because they were first place. So I would love to see. They probably gonna put it at 3:00 or something.
They might flex it, because that might be one of the cold weather games.
Well, it depends on when we play them, because they got to go to New Orleans. Because we played them in Philly a couple of years ago, so they got to come to New Orleans.
Okay.
So I would love to see that as a Sunday night game or something like that.
Yeah, that would be nice. That would be nice. Well, it's gonna be your boy Carson Wentz.
Right.
Now I ain't gonna lie, if Carson Wentz was healthy,
it'd be easy. Easy Philly all the way.
Goodness gracious, that dude.
Yeah. Easy. It'd be easy.
He had a season for the ages this year. Man.
Yeah, man. That goes to show you, man, that this league it's gonna be dangerous, man. You got these dudes that's coming into this league, man. Them dudes ready to play, man.
Yeah.
Exactly. You look at Carson Wentz. Even you got to give props to your boy Goff. You got to look at it. Was it Fisher holding him back? Because he made the Pro Bowl this year, and he had a doggone good season.
I never liked Jeff Fisher.
I know you
never really did like him. I didn't like him for how he handled McNair.
Yeah, right. And the offense.
And Vince also. But I'm like this. Tennessee, they has a good team. They had some pretty solid teams, but they should have won.
They choke up here.
Yeah.
They choked a couple of times.
Yeah, I mean, I remember they went 15-1 one season, and they got bounced out
by the Ravens. I thought it was 14-2. Well, anyway.
Well, no, this was a couple of years. This was back in 2009, 2010. I want to say
something like that. Okay, yeah. So you got to give props to Golf. Dak. They got these young guys, these young crop of guys coming in. And they playing ball, man. Even the running backs.
Maybe the secret is getting a young coach that can identify with them, that can maybe get on their level. Because McVay ain't number 32.
Yeah, he's younger than both of them.
Yeah, so maybe he can reach those guys, and get to them in a way that maybe an older coach couldn't. Right. Because I think that was the big knock on Tom Coughlin, Jeff Fisher, and remember Tom Coughlin, but something happened. They clicked, he had to change his way of doing things.
Yeah, man.
That's why they started. They won them 2 Super Bowls.
Right.
But yeah, so like I said, well, hold on, because you said that you need to score 35 points on the Patriots to beat them, right? No, that's not true. That's not true at all. When the Giants beat them, they didn't score 30 points.
Well, I'm talking about the Patriots now, like within these past couple of years.
Okay, they had Randy Moss on their team, and they was averaging 35, 40 points a game.
We look at the defense though. They had the fire pass rush.
Who? Great
Giants.
They did, but I'm saying, you don't necessarily have to score 30. You just gotta keep them down.
Keep them down. Just rush the ball, because you're right. Both of those Giants Super Bowls were low scoring games. I forgot. I don't even know the score of the other one, but I think it was 20-17. I think
like
was the upset one.
Yeah,
something like that.
Yeah.
So but you gotta look at last year. Last year was 35-28.
Yeah, before that it was what?
It was. I think when they played Seattle, I think it was 27-24, something like that. Something like that. 28-24, something because they had because it was the Seahawks had to score a touchdown to be up instead of a field goal. You know what I'm saying? So, but anyway, we digress.
Yeah.
But so we both going for Philly.
Yeah.
So what else?
Oh man, I want to say congratulations to Vince McMahon in the WWE.
Oh yeah, the XFL.
The XFL is coming back out, and this is going to be interesting. I wonder. I can't wait to see it, and I wonder what they learned from the XFL the first time. What did they learn?
They said that they want to. I heard his press conference, and I think he said he wanted to make football different. He said they're not having no halftime, so I don't understand that, because you got to give the players some time to rest.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He said they're trying to innovate the game. So I don't know. It's a lot of things you can do. I just think he's trying to be so different from the NFL.
And that's fine, and here's what you can do. If you're going to be different from the NFL, again, have a different roster. Have a different type of pay scale. And introduce things that fans are going to be interested in looking at. And not necessarily, skin, but play calling, scheme.
And the thing is, I think nowadays you have that. It's a great time to do it, because you have that lane of people that talent. You have talented people that don't make the NFL. You know what I'm saying? XFL, they can scrape off of those people that don't make it.
Right.
They can make a killing, man. It can happen. It can happen, and they can be smart about it and do it. As soon as the football season's over, maybe give it a month, and in April, May, June, July, and then when the NFL start up, then you just have your Super Bowl or whatever. Don't mix it. Don't try to challenge the NFL, because you're not gonna win.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Just stay in your lane.
Right. And do what you do
best. Do what you do best, and I think the XFL will be fine.
I believe so too, and it'll give guys that actually have talent, play in the XFL, do your thing, and I guess I don't want to disrespect the XFL by saying it'll be a farm system. Yeah. But
But they might, man, Vince McMahon's so cutthroat, he might have it to where if you sign a contract with the XFL, you probably locked into that contract. You probably can't even go to the NFL.
Well, not until your contract's up.
Yeah, until the contract is up, right.
Well, unless NFL is willing to pay to buy out the contract.
Exactly. Right. See, that's a little intricate detail.
Yeah.
But another thing that you got to give props to Vince McMahon. Vince McMahon is in ESPN's pocket. So whatever's going on with the I noticed whatever's going on with the WWE, it's showing it on ESPN now. So now you have a lane where they might even show their games.
Yep, exactly. Yep.
So
show their games and show the highlights. So it's another avenues. And I noticed that. And I actually like that. Because they show you who won the world. They tell you who won the world. I get that. Shinsuke some Japanese dude. He's a pretty good dude. Pretty good.
Big dude?
Nah, small.
So who are you gonna fight in the Royal in WrestleMania?
I don't know.
Who got the belt? Brock, right? Didn't Brock win his three-way?
Yeah, I believe so. I gotta get back up on that. It's been a while. I was up on it for a good couple months. Then I kind of fell away. I know. Since the Rock left, it just ain't the same.
I can't in it. I can't.
I feel you. Yeah. So which kudos to Vince McMahon. I can't wait to see the XFL because I know there's some guys around here.
2020. 2020 they're gonna kick off. Right?
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah. So hey, just
give them a year, 2 years.
You gotta get the partners up so they can get their teams together and everything, and get the finances and everything together. How they gonna play the players, how many players is gonna be on the team. Maybe a roster of 30. 5, 5, 5. Whatever. And just rotate it like that. So you could do some things. It
was talking about Johnny Manziel going to.
I heard. That'd be interesting. I mean, to me, he'll be a perfect. He'll be a perfect.
He's a name.
He's a name. He'll draw. He'll draw fans to it. And just basically just don't be afraid to do something different that's never been done before. So, man, that's it. That's it. So, like I said, everybody, we getting near to the end. It's been a pretty good season. It's the season in review. This season, I give it a B-. That's
a good.
I was not satisfied with the receiver play. I was. Huh?
Third down kind of let me down. So I think I wouldn't. See, you say the receiver play, which was a good one. Yeah. I say tight end play. Even Fleener, when he was healthy, he got hurt in the Rams game with a concussion, but then they just put him out for the season.
Yeah,
I just think the tight end play was messed up our third down.
Yeah, they Heath Schulered him.
They shut him down. You know what I'm saying? So,
like I said, B-. We definitely overachieved as the Saints, but the NFL as a whole, I still give it a B-. I love the running back play this year. There was a lot of big time running backs came onto the scene. Shout out to Sandrick West, who won the Rookie of the Year.
It's Sunday. It's Saturday. The awards are Saturday. All the awards. I'm gonna make sure I try to watch that too.
Yeah. Okay. So a shout out to Sandrick West. I hope that they split it. I mean, because him and Kamar, both of them had hell of a season. I keep saying Cedric West. Kareem Hunt.
I don't know. See, it didn't
split it, man. Both of them had phenomenal seasons, though, man.
Yeah. I guess defensive player hands down.
Yeah, Marshawn Lattimore.
Yeah. That's
Marshawn Lattimore. But I would have liked to seen better receiver play. Secondary play this year has actually went up. Been pretty good across the board.
Yeah, because that's where we've been, struggling at. So it's been amazing.
Yeah. Linebacker play for me, especially for the Saints. I give it a strong C, man. I give it a C plus.
It was average.
Yeah, it was
average in a good way.
Wasn't that bad. Defensive line play.
Oh, A-.
Pretty good.
A-. I give it A-.
Yeah, A-. I would like to see more, even though somebody should have had that dude on that last play, but but so we definitely have some things to build on, especially NFL as a whole, with the whole kneeling situation. I still think the NFL took the coward's way out with having Malcolm Jenkins be the spokesman when you should have been talking to Colin Kaepernick, and the NFL fans as a whole, the ones who burnt their season tickets. Good luck trying to get them back. Because I'm pretty sure most of y'all look like a bunch of idiots. And even for the people that tried to sue the NFL for, they're messing up my football. Okay, all right. But overall, it was still a pretty good year.
I can honestly say about the Saints season, you know, they didn't, you know, all the teams that they lost, they went 11-5. You know, all the teams that they lost to, you can't say that they were supposed to lose to, but they were good teams. You lose to Minnesota week 1, you lose to New England, you go on an 8-game winning streak, you lose to the Rams, then you lose to Atlanta, then you lose, well, okay, besides the Tampa game. But, you know, I think that was a whole nother thing.
Yeah.
But, you know, so those 4 games, you know, those are all playoff teams. You know, you look at it, I mean, New England's in the Super Bowl. You got Tom Brady. You know, you don't lose at home, but, I mean, we were still figuring stuff out. The Vikings made it to the NFC Championship game. Atlanta made the playoff, and the Rams made the playoff. So, you know, usually when we go through a season, even the past 3, 7, and 9 seasons, you go through every game, and there's about 2 or 3 games the Saints should have won.
Yeah.
You know, they were heavy favorites, and they should have won. So this year, I can honestly say I'm proud of that they didn't lose to, like, the Buffaloes, or you didn't lose to, like, the
Green Bay.
Green Bays that didn't have Aaron Rodgers. You know, you didn't lose to the garbage, the Chicago. Thank you, Chicago's. You didn't lose to the Detroits.
Or Miami's.
Or Miami's. Yeah, those are teams that, you know, those are games that usually come in flat and they wind up losing.
Yeah, Detroit especially. I mean,
exactly. Because they have the past couple of years, they were whooping us, man, like bad. You know, so you know, even the Tampa is a division game, so you got to look at that too. Then, you know, they familiar with each other.
Yeah.
You know, and then they just wanted their team. They wanted their season to end on a high note, you know, or whatever, you know, whatever that may be. But you got to hang your hat on them sweeping Carolina, beat them 3 straight. You beat the pivotal game Christmas Eve when they played Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? Shutting them down, giving them garbage touchdown. He was shutting down the whole. So you got to give them props for that, because that was my mini Super Bowl. Because I was just so nervous because I know how good Atlanta is.
Yeah.
You know, and just beating them and then taking care of Carolina in the playoffs and going and getting to the divisional round. Just amazing, man.
Yeah.
It's an amazing season. So, like I said, you know, they want to be the favorites.
Yeah.
Next to Philly. Philly, I think a lot of people going to see, they're going to throw Philly out there. Especially with Carson Wentz coming back.
Yeah.
You know, it depends on the Vikings quarterback situation, but they bring back the good defense. You got the Saints. Carolina didn't really fall off. I don't know what they're, you know what I'm saying. Atlanta will probably be better. So, yeah, Seattle might be better. You know, you just never know.
You might have to throw the 49ers in that mix.
Got to throw the 49ers. You're right. Got to throw the 49ers
I think Seattle, they're on the downhill.
You got to throw Green Bay in there. You know,
yeah. Well, I don't know, man. I mean, because Rodgers, he hurt his collarbone.
Yeah, he hurt. And they was in the playoff hunt, but when they lost to Carolina, they just sat him out.
Yeah.
But you know, you can't never count Aaron Rodgers out.
Man, you can't count him
out. Can't count him out, son. You can't count him out. Yeah, man. You can't count him out. So you know, it's gonna be a lot of you know, the NFC.
I look at him like I look at Steph Curry when he shoots the ball. I just
you know what's going in.
You just give him that face like that is. I mean, throwing ropes, lasers.
Yeah, that dude was a monster, man. You know when you know when Breeze and Brady, when they hang him up, the league will be in his hands. It's gonna be him. Golf. I mean, like I said, I like the crop that's coming in.
Yeah, him, Golf, Wentz.
Yeah, Dak.
Him, Golf, Wentz, Dak.
You know,
Wilson too. You can throw Wilson in.
Yeah, Russell Wilson. You know, and grappling. Jimmy G.
And Jimmy G.
Yeah, so I mean, I like where the league is going, man.
Yeah,
I like
Jimmy G. You know what? Jimmy G might be the next Joe Montana, man.
I hope so, man.
He might be the next.
Even though we don't like the 49ers, man, I like Jimmy G.
Yeah.
I like Jimmy G, man. He's a Chicago guy. You know, I think it was funny too. I think Sean Payton wanted to draft him too.
I think so too.
Yeah, Sean Payton wanted to draft him.
I think he did. Was he another East Carolina product?
Yeah.
See, that's why.
He was the same college. Tony Romo and Sean, all of them went to the same college.
Yeah, that's why he wanted to draft.
See, that's why Belichick slick. He drafted him in the second round because he know Peyton wanted him. That's well, you ain't thinking. Yeah, no, ain't no worse. But I wanted to talk. They got a new little documentary called Bill and Bill.
I gotta watch that.
Man, that looked pretty good, man. With Bill Belichick and Bill Parcells.
I seen Bill Parcells' football life.
Yeah, pretty good. Huh?
It was pretty solid.
You got a nice tree. You got the best tree.
Yeah.
You got the best tree.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like I said, man, we got some movies. 10 Cloverfield Lane.
I never watched it.
Oh man, crazy.
Was it good?
It was interesting. It was interesting. Oh, but the crown jewel, Mom and Dad.
Oh, with Nicolas Cage.
Yeah.
You watched it?
I watched it.
How was it?
Oh man.
It was good?
Yeah.
I gotta watch it, man.
Oh man, Mom and Dad. It was
Okay.
I ain't gonna give it away.
Yeah, don't give it away.
I ain't gonna give it away.
Man, I recently seen a movie, man. Jumanji.
Yeah, Jumanji was fire.
Jumanji was nice. Jumanji was nice. There was another movie I just recently watched. The Shape of Water. I think did I see that?
Shape of Water. I gotta sit down and watch that. Yeah, I gotta sit down. And watch
that was pretty good. That was pretty good.
I was trying to watch Blade Runner.
I got that on my phone. I want to watch that.
I couldn't do it. It's just too slow.
You gotta be in your cave. I'm gonna watch one of these days.
I wish I could, man. It's supposed to be dropping down to like 40 degrees tonight.
Oh yeah, it is.
Yeah.
But you know we would have had that cold front coming in next week, so you might have time to watch it. I know I am. I'm gonna sketch out some time to watch.
I don't need another cold front.
Yeah, you know what, man? It's a couple of movies that I do want to watch. I want to watch Detroit, and what was another one? I finished watching Water Planet of the Apes.
I never watched that one, man. I couldn't bring myself to watch it. It just something about it just really didn't.
Yeah, it's just I'm trying to sketch out that time to watch it. Man.
Yeah.
I hadn't seen it yet, but my partner told me that Den of Thieves was good with 50.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, he said it was good. I've been hearing good things on it. So that's something